What's up, team? Tim McDonough from Aim High Training Solutions back with another video for you for another Word Wednesday. So last week we talked about being a mentor. We defined it. We talked about what being a mentor is, how to utilize it, and how to become one within your organization. This week we're going to be talking about power. I was reading a book a couple weeks ago that had a really good breakdown of the word power, and they broke down the word power and authority, and they identified them as being different types of words. So a lot of times we use those interchangeably. We use power and authority interchangeably, and actually in one of the definitions I have here for power, it talks about authority. So power is basically your ability to force something to happen, right? Think about power, think about being strong, strength. Then authority was given to you by your people. So authority was where you didn't necessarily need to use your power to make a thing happen. So power, I can force something to happen even if I have resistance to what I need done. Authority would be, I need this thing done, and my team will allow me to lead them because of the credibility and the respect that they have for me as their leader. All right, so there's four primary types of power that we're going to talk about today. The first one is going to be the expert. So to have power of the expert, we would refer to that in the Air Force as a subject matter expert, or a SME. Having expert power means you are exceptional at that task. So think about it in your work center, the area that you're operating in. Are you the expert in whatever your daily duties are? If you're not, you don't have that type of power. Somebody else in your work center does. Whoever the expert is, whoever the person where it's like, hey, this thing's broken, or this problem is too big for me to handle, I don't have the ability to solve it, and then you go find that person who can solve it, you find that person who has the skill that's necessary to create a solution, they're the person that has expert power in that situation. Next one is reward power. Reward power comes a lot of times when you have a positional title within your organization. If you're brand new day one, you're the person that's working on the sales floor, but you have no clue what you're doing, it's going to be very difficult for you to have a reward type power, because you can't give you don't have the authority to give people prizes or awards or medals or whatever it is. So it's very difficult to have reward power as a new person. Eventually, as you gain the duty title and the experience to fill those positions, you'll be able to execute reward power a lot more effectively. Next is coercive. Coercive power is a type of power that can be utilized. I avoid it as much as possible, but there's a lot of leaders that don't. And normally we don't look at those leaders as being very effective leaders. We don't look at those leaders as being very high quality leaders. So coercive power is derived from the fear or punishment by others. Coercive power is used by inexperienced leaders or leaders with bad communication skills, because it's literally just do this or else. That's coercive power. When you hear somebody say do this or else, that's coercive power. We want to try and avoid that if we want to be effective leaders. We want people to buy into why things need to get done, as opposed to forcing them to do things. The fourth type of power is my favorite type of power, because this is the type of power when we talk about, if you've ever heard the term leading up the chain, right? Leading up the chain is where you are actually guiding the people above you to make decisions and to execute things that you see that need to be solved. And it's referent power. Referent power is based off of your character. It's based off of your interaction within a team. Referent power is the power that somebody who's brand new on day one can hold, because it's just about how you treat people. Do the people that work next to you on a daily basis think that you have their best interest at heart? Can they rely on you? Are you trustworthy? Referent power is very effective when you are in the military, especially when you go from the tier of ranks where you're a grunt or junior enlisted airman in the Air Force to the junior NCO tier, and now you're a sergeant. Now you're somebody with supervisory responsibilities, and that changes. Like for me, it was March 31st to April 1st. I went from being a senior airman to a staff sergeant, because that was the day that I sewed on my new rank. So that way, when April 1st came and I was a sergeant now and I was in charge, I had a much easier transition into the leadership role, because I had so much referent power built up with my team that they were willing to follow me because they respected me, but more importantly, they trusted me. And that's what referent power really leads. It's the people that trust you to take care of them, trust you to work with them. Referent power, I think, is the most important type of power, because it is possible to have referent power from day one. Right? And it's literally just about how you interact with your team. So those are the four types of power. You got expert, being the best at what you do, being the subject matter expert, being the person that everybody can go to try and find the answers when they need them, right? You have the reward-based, which is one that a lot of times is going to come with some positional authority along with it. Then we have coercive power, which is disciplinarian in style, which is where you punish people for not doing things. That's the do it or else mentality, and that's that one power of the four that we really want to try and avoid. We don't want to utilize the coercive power like that, because it's going to deteriorate our ability to lead on a human level with a team. If they're always just assuming it's do this or else, then we're going to have a very ineffective team in place. And then the fourth power, which is my favorite power, is referral power, which is just that personal connection. Does your team trust you? Is your team willing to follow you? Do they think that you're going to have their best interest at heart? And the reason I love the referral power, like I said earlier, is because you can start building that from day one. Hi, I'm Airman so-and-so, or hi, I'm Tim, and it's right there. You're already starting your referral power, and just make all your decisions based off of the golden rule, right? Treat others how you want to be treated. That's how you build up your referral power. So I hope you like this Word Wednesday. Power was the word of the day. We broke down the 4 different types of power. If you like this, if you want to see more, give us a like down below, leave us a comment, let us know what words you'd like to see us cover on Word Wednesday. Share this video with all your friends. If you want to know more about Aim High Training Solutions and how we can develop solutions for you and your business, go to aimhightrainingsolutions.com. Like us on Facebook and Instagram at Aim High Training Solutions, or email us at aimhightrainingsolution, no S, @gmail.com. Hope you all have a great day, and as always, aim high.